Wynonna Earp Season 4 is about to release in a couple of days. Let's do the recap of all the previous seasons before any delay. This is Wynonna Earp. She is the great-granddaughter of a very famous gunslinger named Wyatt Earp. Wynonna was a very troubled child from an early age who ran away to explore the world. She returns home to her backwater hometown of Purgatory as one of her uncle died in a very strange conditions. On the other hand, we have demons who are called revenants. They can't leave town because they are stuck in a ghost river triangle, and if they try to, they burn up and goes back to hell. Also, there is a gun called Peacemaker and you can shoot any of the revenants with that. They go up in flames and back to hell. So who are these revenants? Revenants are outlaws that had been killed by Wyatt Earp and are resurrected demons by the Earp curse. They are 77 in total, and the only way to stop them is the Peacemaker Wyatt's gun. And the cycle keep on going year to year. Bobo Del Rey is in charge of all the revenants. So once Wynonna is back in town, she tries to mend her relationship with her younger sister Waverly, who isn't the heir because only the firstborn can be the heir. But she's good with research. Agent Marshall Dawes shows up in the town, who is with the Black Badge division of the Marshals. They deal with everything supernatural. Wynonna and Dawes team up to hunt down the revenants. Dawes has a secret drug addiction that keeps him alive. On the other hand, Wynonna is on a revenge mission to kill the 7 revenants who killed her father and her older sister Willa, who was supposed to be the heir. But we learn that it was Wynonna who accidentally shot her father when the revenants attacked that night. Then we have Doc Holliday, who was the best friend of Wyatt Earp. He is still alive because he made a deal with Stone Witch for eternal life, but she locked him in a well after that. Doc joins Wynonna even though he hated Earps. Stone Witch is back to resurrect her sons, but she is able to do only one, who is later killed by Bobo, and Doc finally gets his revenge by burying her in a salt desert. So Wynonna kills the 7 and takes a full-on job as the heir. Willa is back, the elder sister, and she wasn't dead but been brainwashed by a cult. But after some scuffle, she remembers everything, so Willa is not so innocent as she is in love with Bobo and willing to take him out of the purgatory. As Willa was about to destroy the town with the Kraken, Wynonna kills her with Peacemaker. Dawes is imprisoned by his boss and Wynonna was to get him back. In the final scene, we learn that Waverly is not an Earp. Season 2 starts where Season 1 ended with the gate of hell opened. One of the demons, Mikshan, possesses Waverly during the effort to close the gate. Then Wynonna frees Dawes and the Black Badge recruits them back, and Licardo acts as a supervising agent. Meredith buys a condo which is overrun with big spider thingies. She calls Wynonna and Wynonna kills them and finds a seal. This seal is very powerful and widows of Sheriff Clutie are looking for it, and Wynonna led them right to it. These widows can disguise themselves in the bodies of the humans. Dawes is being tortured by Waverly, who is possessed. A demon named Jackson is in town to find a briefcase which has a weapon, and it belongs to Earp family. The weapon is retrieved by Wynonna, Waverly and Doc. The weapon is a plate owned by Evan Earp. Also in Purgatory, there is a demon hunter who specializes in killing Mikshan demons. Wynonna is their target because the demon jumped from Waverly to her. But the demon hops back to Waverly and tries to infuse itself to her forever, but later on defeated by Wynonna. On the side note, Wynonna is pregnant and doesn't know who's the daddy. The widows break one of the seals to bring back their husband back at Shorty's place where Doc was squatting, but Wynonna got there in time and saved him. Wynonna has a vision where she learns about Clutie and that Doc's ring is the last seal, and by destroying Doc's ring, he will be mortal again. Waverly makes a deal with the widow to save Nicole as she is poisoned, and in return she will give them the seal. To find Doc's ring, Waverly makes another deal with Greta, and the price was she made Doc and Wynonna disappear from history. Bobo Del Rey and widows bring Clutie back. Wynonna kills the White Widow and Beth. Then Wynonna gives birth to a girl, Alice, who's Doc's kid. And Sheriff Clutie is back and his real name is Bulshar. Season 3 starts with showing that Mama Earp is locked up in prison and didn't run away when Wynonna and Waverly were kids. Nicole is connected to Bulshar because when she was young, she nearly escaped from a ritual killing. And these killings have been covered by Black Badge from 1920s. Then a bunch of vampires comes into town for the ritual killing in the name of Bulshar. Wynonna and the team defeats them but one, Countessa or Kate, who turned out to be Doc's wife. On the other hand, Doll's serum isn't working anymore and he is turning into some kind of a dragon. Waverly is kidnapped by a revenant and Bulshar makes an appearance and Doll sacrifices himself to save others. Finally, we see that the curse is broken by Bulshar, who created it in the first place, and Wynonna no longer has the Peacemaker. Ultimately, Wynonna defeats Bulshar, but she was bitten and Doc saves her. Then Waverly gets sucked into the Garden of Eden and Doc follows her. Wynonna comes back to the town and finds that she and Nedley are the only ones left. In season 1, we learn that Waverly was not an ARP. It turns out she is the daughter of an angel, who was also Wynonna's ex-boyfriend. Because Doc lost the ring and to get back to the immortality, he turns himself to vampire with the help of Kate. After everyone was gone, Wynonna comes home and sees a name Valdez carved in the wall. Waverly and Nicole might get married in season 4. Doc's daughter Alice is not in the town anymore. To keep her safe, she was sent to her aunt's. And Wynonna doesn't trust Doc anymore because of him turning himself to vampire. Thank you for clicking this. I hope you enjoy season 4. Here are some more videos for you to watch.